one of the big aspects that I love about the positive reinforcement training, and it is one of the things that was huge with the marine mammals, this was environmental enrichment. This is something that the marine mammals got all their food each and every day, regardless of what they did or didn't do. They got all their social interactions each and every day, regardless of what they did or didn't do. Yet, we got high criteria and lots of behavior and them trying. And it's because when we showed up, they're like, the humans are here. What are they going to do? You know, so it became a source of kind of entertainment. You know, so when we showed up, we were something that they wanted to do, what they wanted to engage in. And a key to that was engaging them in the game and helping them to want to solve the puzzle. So I use this analogy because to me, it's something I can really relate to, and it helps me to then think about it in this way for the horses. One of the things I love to do is crossword and Sudoku puzzles and other puzzles. I like playing puzzles and games on my phone, and I love them. Nobody pays me to do them. Nobody, you know, feeds me to do them, but I don't even have to solve them to feel really engaged and enjoying the puzzle. So that's what we want to create with our horses, and I think it's in there a bit. We just need to tap. I'm sure it's in there, but we just need to tap into it, and we can make things rather where they're just not very fun, or we can get it to be engaging and have a little bit of a challenge. So I think about when I'm doing a crossword puzzle, if you gave me the same crossword puzzle every single day, I would just be like, I'd stop doing it. You know, it wouldn't be fun. It would be the same old thing. There'd be no joy in that process for me, because it just wouldn't, you know, the first couple times it'd be great, and then I'd be like, yeah, I've already done this, I know what it is. It'd be rote, and it would be drilling it, kind of. Or if it was way too hard all the time, it would be futile. You know, it wouldn't be worth it for me, because I was like, well, I stink at these. I can't do these. But it could be challenging, and I'm okay with it, because sometimes more often than not, I have lots of success with them. So I like that. I enjoy it. I know I'm good at those in my level. Anyway, so it's something that I'm good at, and that's what we want to create for the horses. And you know what it entails? That I have found anyway, that the best way that I can really get them engaged and loving the puzzle and learning that they're good problem solvers is by raising the criteria kind of all the time. But it is in such small increments that it is not overwhelming. So it's such small increments that they have gobs of success with it. So they start thinking, I'm good at this. I'm really good at this. And you keep building it up just a little bit more and a little bit more. It starts with the very first session when I'm teaching them to keep their heads to themselves. At first it's just turn your eyes away. Now get your head a little bit away. Now get your head away. Get your head away. Okay, now relax. You know, and so you start building and shifting the criteria. But it's small enough that they can attain it. And that's a key, because that's an individual. It's different for all the horses and all the different situations. So really trying to build a strong reinforcement history, but not going so far. If I go too fast with my raising the criteria, what I'm going to end up getting is them going, it's not worth it, and they're leaving. So I don't want to be stuck in one place where they're like, boring, or where it's too hard and they're like, it's just not worth it. So it is raising it all the time till eventually they are enjoying the solving the puzzle, and they're good at solving the puzzle, and they enjoy the game, and it really is perceived as an appreciated environmental enrichment by our horses. So that, I think, is the key, is raising that criteria all the time, adding a little variability in there, and keeping them on their toes, and keeping them thinking, and keeping it helps them. I mean, there's other tools we use to help with the focus, to help with the engagement, to help with the motivation, but a component in there that I think often gets overlooked is raising that criteria a little bit all the time. We do not, if the training feels like it's all about the food, we've kind of done, we've done a disservice to our horses, in my opinion, or to our whatever we're training, our sea lions. So, because it shouldn't be this mechanistic, you know, process. It's all about the food. That makes it rather disengaged. We want to teach them to be good problem solvers. And what happens, I found, is when we start teaching them to be good problem solvers, what I find, I will observe horses all the time in their free time as well. I find they engage better with others. They start being more curious. They're playing with other things. They open up and they kind of blossom when we start to see more personality coming out of them, because they start being more curious and more inquisitive. Because is there a problem to solve in here? It is the basis of operant conditioning, is really solving the puzzles. So I think that's an important piece, an important part to hang on to. And I hope that makes sense to everybody. That is, to me, it is paramount, but that may still feel like a vague concept. So I've tried to explain it the best I can. Anyway, that's some more food for thought for you today. Again, coming to you from the Kentucky Horse Park.